Hey everybody, today we're going to be working on distance. If you want to gain that distance off the tee, which everybody does, these are going to be a few things that we're going to work on. We're going to look at what they call wide, narrow, wide in the takeaway, the downswing, and the follow through. We're also going to look at using your hips to create lag with your hands, and we're going to use Freddie Couples for that. So the first thing that I was talking about was wide, narrow, wide. It means staying really wide on your backswing, being narrow on your downswing, and then wide again into your follow-through. What that's going to do is when you're super wide on your backswing and then narrow on your downswing, it means you're creating more lag on your downswing, and then being wide through your follow-through means you're getting full extension. Why that's important is if you don't get full extension, then that means you didn't really deliver that lag properly. So if we watch Freddie Couples, I'm going to show you how far he actually gets of a difference between his backswing and downswing. So here you can see how wide he keeps, how far away the club head is from his body and from the ball. Now here, as he changes direction, this is where you're really going to see a difference in the arc. You can see he's creating a ton of lag here in his hands and his wrists. This is the shaft going into his hands that are here. That's a huge angle. That's a whole lot of lag there. We're going to continue to see that lag, continue to see how much he's keeping it narrow in there. And then he gets back on the same path, but you can see how much room he actually cut off to get there and then to get back to the ball. You can see there's a drastic change in the arc that it took away from the ball to back to the ball. So he created a ton of lag and actually used up pretty much as much lag as you can. And then out into the follow through, you can see how he extends all the way through and gets it back wide and tries to take it on the same kind of an arc that he did on the takeaway. One other thing that I want you to look at is right here when he's halfway down in his backswing. The club head is out here, and it has to travel down this direction to the ball. It's got that much room to go, whereas his hands only have to go this far to get to impact. So what that's going to do is his hands are only moving a little bit, so that means he's going to have to whip the club head through to impact, and he's just going to get a lot of lag out of that. So as you can see, he comes through. His hands only have to move a little bit. The club head has to move a lot to catch up. So that means he's accelerating through impact, gets his whole body behind the ball, and can just extend and throw all his weight into that. The one other thing I want you to look at with Freddie is actually here when he takes the club back. And then on his downswing, I want you to really pay attention to how he drives his hips, gets his hips as open as possible, and can just whip that club through. Now here is going to be his target line. And as he comes down, he's not even close to halfway down, and his hips are even with that target line. As he gets a little bit closer, you can already see his shoulders are even with that target line or parallel with that target line. His hips are almost facing the target now, and by the time he actually gets into impact, his hips are facing the target, and his shoulders are still going to be pretty close to parallel to that target line. So if you can work on those few things, really driving your hips, getting them open, creating a difference between your shoulders and your hips, getting a gap there, as well as keeping it wide on the backswing, creating that lag and getting it narrow in the downswing, and then wide again into and extending into your finish, you're really going to gain that distance. So I thank you guys for listening today. This has been another video lesson by Josh Sullivan, head golf professional of T golf.